kind of like a series of recent pickups. I mentioned I got some ASICs at a good price recently, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So here we go. Here's another pair of ASICs by Kiko Kostanov. This is the UB9 Kayano 20 in vibrant yellow. That's the main colorway. Obviously, it is vibrant yellow. It's got a really interesting blend of colors that I don't think ASICs would do normally on their own. It's got kind of like bluish silver on the stripes, which are mostly yellow, of course. Has a brown printed toe cap of pseudo leather, of course, synthetic leather. The midsole is mostly brown with yellow on top of the two different pieces of foam. The gel is kind of like almost a caramel color, I guess. It's got a brownish, yellowish mix in it, I guess, to try to blend these two colors together. The outsole is kind of a baby blue, which is also kind of found on the stripes above, highlighting the silver. There's a baby blue in there. The mesh is two different layers, very obviously so, an open yellow and a closer knit brown underneath that. That does go all around the shoe. The stripes and the overlay panels has a different material. I think it's supposed to be kind of nubuck-like. It does have some kind of softness to it in most of the areas, especially on the inside here. It's this kind of nubuck soft. Obviously it's synthetic, but that's perfectly fine. I think it really works. It's a bold colorway, something that you either love or hate. I really like them because I like yellow. I like yellow shoes. This is my first pair of Kayano 20s, and I will tell you that Kayano 20s do fit a little bit snugger than the 14s because the toe box is a little bit more narrow, but nothing that's bothersome. I have wide feet, and I didn't find these to be uncomfortable whatsoever. Despite the change in the midsole and the outsole from the 14, they feel quite similar underfoot. I haven't walked around with these much, just kind of tried them on for fit, and I found them to be extremely comfortable. No complaints whatsoever. I think they're a little bit lower to the ankle compared to the 14, at least in this actual cutout part. Has the Kiko patented pull tab, kind of loop pull tab here. And you can see down the laces, we have this kind of double color laces with dark brown stripes on the yellow and other brown accents around the eyelets. So you have a lot of different colors here, but they're all kind of tied together really nicely around the shoe, I think. No one color dominates too much, although obviously yellow is the base, but it all kind of works. Kiko stuff, I find, for me, there's so many colors happening at the same time. You would think it wouldn't work, but it does somehow. And just the fact that they're so vibrant and they're different makes them a lot of fun to own too, which is why I like them. And this is my first yellow sneaker in my collection right now, I think. I'm not going to include the Nikes back there because they are kind of greenish yellow, highlight yellow. These are pure yellow, kind of like a mustard yellow. It's not a screaming yellow. I don't know if you can tell that on your screen or not. It's a decent mustardy kind of yellow. It's not too loud if you want to wear these out and about. Obviously not a conservative color, but nothing crazy either. Just enough to be fun. So again, Kiko treatment of the Kayano 20, another one pulled from the catalog. Really great shoe if you like Kayano 14s. The Kayano 20 probably also agreeable for you. It doesn't have the same sleek style I think the 14 has, but maybe it's because we're used to the 14. We've seen so much of the 14 now in style that this will look a little bit different, even though it is a Kayano. But I think it's well worth looking at. If you have the opportunity to try on a 14, give it a go, give it a shot. One thing I like about this compared to the 14, and this is just a personal preference, is that it doesn't have the plastic hinge pattern on the outside of the foot here. All the 14s have that, as well as the Nimbus 9, which I like a lot too, but I feel like that will eventually fail and crack because it's plastic, so it can only be flexed so many times as opposed to mesh. So I do like the fact that that's been replaced by pure mesh on the 20 here. It does have a nice open toe box, which I like too. The Nimbus 10, which has a mix of Nimbus 10.1 rather, mix of Nimbus and Kayano type shoes, has a kind of 14 midsole and outsole, has a kind of unusual toe box because the kind of the way that they did the sideways, I guess you call it the lacing aperture, the tongue area is a little bit different, but this doesn't have that. It's got a nice symmetrical-ish, you know, little cutout here for reflective material that you find on most ASICs. So again, another nice, really comfortable ASICs with a little splash of color and some unusual style, which we get from Kyo Kostanov, expect from him. Well worth the money, I think, if you can find these, especially if you got them on sale. I got these in Japan. These were selling for 24,000 yen, I think, maybe 26. And I got them for about 15,000 yen. So good deal. Happy to have them in my collection for that price. I have lots of sneakers. I just have this thing about paying over. I will not pay over retail for shoes, and I really enjoy a good sale because I buy my shoes to wear them, not to put them in a museum. So I don't want to pay a ton of money for shoes and then regret putting them on and wear them getting dirty. Shoes are to be worn. So as always, check out your shoes, buy your shoes, wear your shoes, have fun in your shoes, build some memories in your shoes. You know what I mean? Get out there and walk around. All right. Anyways, guys, until next time, take care.